Так, всем привет, с вами Мафия, продолжаем играть вампира. Сейчас поищем, походим. О, давай вот с этим. Этого мы знаем, этого давай.
Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologize, my son. Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to
Одного
teach
жителя надо
mortals
найти нам.
about the incoming Armageddon.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, and I just have a few questions.
A scientist? You are much more lost than I thought, my son.
Ага.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences, and most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
Угу.
I am. But the answers I seek are based on facts, not superstition.
Ага.
What do you mean when you say
All science.
quite a judgmental opinion, if you
Да.
ask me? But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
Ну давай, слушай.
Well, I suppose I can spare a few minutes listening to your so-called truth.
As a doctor, you must be aware of the decimating epidemic. But let me tell you that this so-called Spanish flu is just the beginning of the end.
What do you mean?
The beast is finally revealing itself, corrupting the flesh and the heart of men. With my own eyes I have seen them, those minions from the abyss.
Really? And what would be your answer to this biblical threat?
We must fight the disease before this legion outnumbers us. But not with scalpels and microscopes. No.
What is left then?
Cleansing fire.
Ясно. Понятно.
Have you any friends? Any family left in these terrible times?
No. But I have a disciple I see as my son. He is so devoted. I send him to preach the good word in the heart of this corrupted city.
Where did you send him?
I sent Samuel to the Stonebridge Cemetery, where the pestilence and evil grows night after night.
You sent him on some preaching crusade during the epidemic.
As a true believer, Samuel will fear no evil while he walks through the valley of the shadow of death.
Ага. Понятно. Так, ясно. Как вы хотите очистить город? Понятно.
Tell me, Tobias, what exactly is your plan concerning the cleansing of this city?
God will recognize his own. More than once this city has risen from the ashes, hardened and purified by the flames.
Purification by fire has proved useful, but where do you stop? Burn the clothes? The buildings? The corpses? Worse?
Your lack of faith is predictable. But my task is to convince rational minds like yours to see the light. This is God's will.
You're mad and dangerous. You're nothing but a soulless butcher. A small-time Torquemada. The Savonarola of Whitechapel.
My son, if you think salvation is a free gift, go listen to the lies of that pompous fool, Joseph.
Joseph, a fool.
Vicar Larrabee of St. Mary's Church. While he continues preaching his fraudulent redemption, more and more people die in the streets.
What do you mean?
Это все
All
то же
supported
самое.
you,
Так, ладно, я понял.
Well, what do you
the
mean?
beast.
Rick,
We
what?
cleanse.
Все, я понял. Так. Здесь все. Вот
Do
еще.
you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like the liberal ideas of nurses, but I especially abhor that Nurse Crane you mentioned.
Why do you hate Nurse Crane more than other nurses?
Before coming to London, she was a member of the communist resistance in her country. That's what happens when you let a woman get involved in politics.
Ага. Понятно.
So you're not exactly a fan of Florence Nightingale's work. But nurses are essential for modern healthcare.
Nuns should be the only women allowed to take care of male patients. It's obvious only they have the necessary moral fiber.
Понятно. Все то же самое. Все, он
I have
теперь...
had enough for tonight. Goodbye.
До свидания. Так, что там у нас еще появилось? Так, найти Ричарда Никола. Так. Ну, не знаю, где это кладбище. Там он про какое-то кладбище говорил. Последний житель, блядь. Представляешь, последний житель. Остался еще у нас. Неизвестный здесь. Блин, показалось это... это кладбище, нет. Потому что здесь закрыто. Вот оно, может быть. Но здесь закрыто. Здесь не проехать. Так, придется тогда посмотреть с другой стороны, как это пройти. Угу. Черт, не могу. Не могу разобраться с этими. Так, не туда пошел. Здесь тупик. Так. Придется развернуться, попробовать вот с этой стороны проехать. Уж я смогу с этой стороны объехать. Так. Есть только шанс, если с этой стороны его объехать. О! Здесь дверь открыта. Так. Вот еще какой-то дяхан. Понятно. Эпидемия. Десятка. Но, судя по всему, он здесь. Чувак. Вы чё, козлы, делаете? Нифига не сильные. Ай-яй-яй. Они меня кровь мою пьют, суки. Твари. Бегунчие. Ах ты, пес. Пес поганый. Нифига себе. Они чуть меня не сожрали. Сволочи. Ну, судя сюда. Сюда мне и надо. Судя по всему. Карантин. Так. Карантин, карантин, карантинушки, карантин. Тут везде карантин. Не ходите по улицам. Так. Мне пофиг, мне надо, главное, чтобы... Вот он где-то рядом со мной. Так, отмеченный что-то. Так, тут дверь, вот он. Мне кажется, почему-то это он и есть. Клиент мой. Я так думаю, что это мой и есть клиент. Вот он, кладбище. Точно. Судя по всему, это и есть мой клиент. Ты живой? Вроде живой. Так. Что тут есть для меня? Для меня. Ага. Вот я и нашел вход. Ну хорошо, хорошо. Так, ладно. Давай с ним разговаривать. Ну-ка, давай с тобой разговаривать.
I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Neterkottt, at your service.
Вот ты мне и нужен, чувак. Ты мне и нужен.
May I ask what you're doing at this hour of night, sir? Do you live here?
Not at all. I'm just enjoying the pleasure of a quiet walk. Though night talks are always preferable, if you ask me. Especially with strangers.
Угу.
But are you not afraid of the epidemic?
Oh, why should I? I see some equity in the Spanish flu. No flesh should be saved, say the scriptures. Good or evil, rich or poor, all are equal in the eyes of the flu.
Угу.
But are you not afraid of the epidemic?
Oh, why should I?
Понятно.
If you say so. But as a physician in a time of epidemic, I must caution you to avoid unnecessary exposure, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. But we both know the seeker of truth has to go boldly where the weak dare not.
Угу.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
It may be wise to let you prescribe me something. I don't feel like I should.
Надо.
I will see you later. What are your thoughts on the terrible situation in this city?
Terrible, you say? No. Of course. Death of so many innocents is a tragedy. But the scourge has not been all bad for the city. Oh, no, sir.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember London before the flu? Noisy, cacophonic, quiet nowhere to be found. And now, listen to this oddly peaceful silence.
Да, слушай. Ага.
My mother loved poetry. Perhaps your words would have touched her sensitive nature. I only see a dreadful disease.
Most people fail to understand my perspective. I don't blame them. But how could I call myself a poet if I veiled my feelings?
Ну да.
Are you aware that your life could be in danger in this part of town?
But this is where I must be to feel the real beat of the city. I had to come, see it for myself, alone.
I understand your need for solitude. but it's not safe around here.
I don't care. I don't have many friends, Doctor, and my family despises me.
If some misfortune came upon you, who would be here to help you?
Well, you for a start, my dear Doctor.
Так, у него что-то болит. А, у него простуда. А у меня нету. У меня
Do you
нету
need
средства
medical
от простуды.
attention, sir?
It may be
Печально.
wise to let you prescribe me something.
Извини, у меня нету средства от простуды.
I will see you.
Так. Да, это
Are you
было.
aware?
But this is...
Все ясно. Личный вопрос. Можно задать ему.
Tell me, Mr. Neterkotт, why seek inspiration in Whitechapel?
The place is not beautiful per se, but how to explain it? Stirring and challenging.
Do you not think it a little morbid?
On the contrary, sir, Whitechapel is full of life, full of beauty. Just like my dear muse, the wonderful Camellia.
What can you tell me about Camellia?
Not much, and that's the beauty of it. She can't speak, you know. She's a locked mystery who exhales kindness and sweetness.
Perhaps you're just afraid to find out the truth about
Вот мы и нашли его.
One day, perhaps, I'll ask her to come with me. But will she still be my wild flower of Whitechapel if she moves uptown?
And have you ever tried to learn more about her? Where she lives? How she survives? Whom she may know?
Maybe I prefer she remains an enigma. Reality can be so dull, don't you think?
Ясно.
In what way, exactly?
The struggle by gaslight, the barren smiles and the added hunger under the rain.
If you say so.
Such vibrant antagonism and vivid paradox. The stripped humanity raged across each street.
Vivid, of course, yes. And what about the poignant distress?
Oh yes, the poignant distress. You see what I mean, don't you? That's what I want to write about. And that's what Whitechapel is made of.
Понятно.
Did you know the mute florist is a member of a secret society?
No, I didn't. But I thank you for this information, sir. For it only enriches the mystery surrounding the precious Camellia.
Are you not curious? Is there not more you wish to know?
That girl has not an ounce of malice in her. Whatever she may be hiding, it's certain to be for the benefit of most, if not all.
I fear you are a hopeless romantic, Mr. Neterkottt.
Guilty as charged, Dr. Reed.
Ясно.
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you, if I can.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of her.
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu? Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
Ясно. Че, все это? Видимо, все. Больше ничего интересного здесь нет. Ага, нет, закрыто. Окей.
I'll leave you alone, sir. Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
Ну, прости, все. Отсюда мы не выберемся. Нет, выбрались. Повезло. Хм. Что там дальше по заданьку? По заданьке у нас... Что там далее? Ага. В дом его добраться. Да, без проблем. Что это, обратно мне возвращаться надо? Ладно. Я не помню, как я сюда приперся. Но я вернусь, попытаюсь обратно. Мы кое-как еле-еле нашли последнего нам знакомого чела. Так, помню этих двух идиотов. Так. Погоди, это же...
Good
Это...
evening, Harry. May I come in?
Sure. Sure.
Здесь спать можно.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
Так, мне надо ночлег. Если я думаю о том, что это он и есть, то мы сейчас переночуем здесь. Нет, что-то этот не совсем ночлег, походу.
It's locked, all right.
Да, я понял. Закрыто нет. Где-то ночлег там. Мне ночлег нужен. Срочно. Так, здесь делать нехер, я ухожу отсюда. Нахрена я сюда приперся. Так. Где-то вот он здесь, этот ночлег мой. Он, походу, здесь где-то. Вот здесь. Да? Да. Нам еще надо кое-что замутить. Так. Готово. По-моему, это оно. Что-то не очень-то оно похоже на уютный домик. Хм. Мне надо отдохнуть. Если это оно... Нет, это не оно. Или оно? А, нет, оно. Все, это оно. Так. Мне лекарство нужно. Ладно, сойдет и так. Эй, воу. Я хотел посмотреть. Угу. Нет, не будет работать. А вот тут что-то заработало. Ну ладно, хотя бы так. Так, теперь надо подрыхнуть. Срочно. Так. Наука. Наука это что такое? число патронов. Запас крови. Угу. Понятно. Организм можно еще вкачать. А, это выносливость. Стойка. Организм. Нормально. Так, ладно. Все, подрыхли. Сейчас выходить будем. Мы уже все тут заделали. Хотя там что-то написано судья. Можем судьей стать. Давай. Если появится еще раз. Фигня это. Да, появилась. Кто туда попасть? Во, было. Было. Во. Формация. Ну и... Ничего не работает. Ну нет, так нет. Формации нет пока, значит. Считай так. Так. Следующее задание у нас. Поперло. Ой. Вернулись. Так. Куда там? Все-таки мне направляться надо было. Туда. В ту сторону. Все, собственно говоря, правильно. Так. Бабулька. Давай с тобой пообщаемся.
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
Ого, у вас сколько тут всего
Tell me,
интересного.
who intrigues you most in Whitechapel?
The region itself is something to see, but I would say Camellia the mute florist who gives away her flowers.
What do you think of the locals?
Most of them are afraid or desperate. They all come to me eventually for my remedy.
Понятно.
Is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt. The bloody bastard remorselessly exploits poor migrants as soon as they get here.
Ясно. Ясно. Личный вопрос. Ясно.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she provides some sort of medical care to the poor. The whole thing has to be some sort of scam, if you ask me.
Понятно. Она здорова. Полностью.
Goodbye, Miss Swanborough. Perhaps we'll talk again.
Пока. Так. Где-то рядом. Мы где-то рядом уже. Вот он. Дариус этот. Мандариус. Мы что, опять к нему
Mr.
приперлись?
Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again. Go away.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
Си. О, пустил меня в дом. Простуда, он простыл. Деньги. Деньги. Так, ладно. Это дверь. Дверей тут вагон.
It's locked.
Закрыто. Так. Что
If you want to talk to Dorothea, you must go across the courtyard and take the stairs.
We've not been formally introduced. May I ask your name and occupation, sir?
I am Darius Petrescu. I'm here to keep snitches and spies away from Dorothea. And I also run this little print shop.
Ясно.
So Dorothy's real name is not Crane.
Like myself and many people in this area, Dorothea is from occupied Romania. That's all you need to know.
She seems important to the community.
More than you can imagine. The West End does not want to hear of Whitechapel's misery. Dorothea is one of the few doing something about it.
Понятно.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
Who is she, really? Do you know where she's from?
She's not from around here, that's all we know. Camellia is not even her name. It's her favorite flower.
You say she has no close family.
Well, there's that awful poet who constantly follows her around like a lost puppy. A good man for sure, but a very poor writer.
Понятно.
Are you not worried for her safety?
She is as brave as she is tough, and clever too. If only I had met her when I was younger.
Are you in love with Camellia, Mr. Petrescu?
Don't be stupid. If I had met her when I was younger, we could have won our revolution.
Ясно. Так, ясно. Ну, значит, задать личный вопрос.
Do you have any family left, Mr. Petrescu? Children or grandchildren?
Who knows? I have abandoned my people for so long, they might as well be dead. As dead as I am for them, I suppose.
Понятно.
Don't be embarrassed, sir. If you must know, my own father disappeared many years ago, and I forgave him.
It's quite awkward to talk about our families like this, but thank you, Dr. Reed. I appreciate your trust.
This war won't last forever. Did you ever think of returning to your country now it's free?
No. I have taught strength and determination to my sons and daughters. I'm an old, dying man who only has memories of better times to cherish.
Понятно.
I know you fought for your country when it was occupied, Darius. Tell me more about it.
I know my days are numbered, and I know I won't see my homeland again. But I fought for Romania all my life, and I will until my last breath.
But Romania escaped the grasp of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. It's a free country again.
But it's not the country I fought for. My homeland is not appeased, Doctor. And I still see a dark future ahead for my people.
Понятно.
How did you meet Nurse Crane, Darius? Why does she trust you?
I'm her oldest friend in England. Dorothea and I share many ideas about this country and about the country we left.
You mean occupied Romania, don't you? Even if not directly, I fought against your enemies.
Really? Then perhaps you have more in common with Dorothea than meets the eye, Dr. Reed.
Возможно. Ну, в принципе, и все.
Do you need some help, Mr. Petrescu?
I am very tired, but that is all. I don't need you, Doctor.
Понятно. У меня лекарства нету.
Well, if
Как
you
всегда.
feel...
Ну и ладно,
Goodbye,
извини,
Mr. Petrescu.
не помогу. Хотел. Так, многого интересного мы узнали. Пойдем дальше. Так, что у нас здесь еще есть? Да тут. Так, Дороти и неизвестный чего-чего. Так, здесь только выехать можно. Да? Ну и отлично. Так. Это старик, который так я не могу ему помочь. Так, здесь могу тоже выйти за эту калитку. Ну ладно, пойдем к ней. Обалдеть тут. Так. Тут больные. Как бы. Люди. Так. Петь хочет кто-то. Кто-то хочет петь. Блин, ну тут пипец много всего. Замучишься тут бегать по этим территориям. Она наверху. Дороти. Дороти наверху, походу. Так, сейчас мы тут все облазим. Интересного всего здесь обычаем. Да. Так, ну что ж, здесь больше ничего нету интересного для меня. Пусто. Значит, наверху посмотрим. Так. Сундуканович. Вон они все. Тама. Мне нужна помощь. Сейчас.
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Raz Van Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Aspirin and salicin, you say? Why not some warm milk and a kiss on the cheek? Where are the quinine salts?
Tried buying, borrowing, even stealing. There's none to be found, Doctor.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel. Hand me that scalpel.
What can I do, Doctor?
It's too dangerous to operate with these convulsions. Sedative, nurse. Do we have any anesthetics?
I'm sorry, Doctor. None at all.
Пипец. Придется так. Без обезболивающего.
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor.
Давай.
He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy? Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Так, ладно.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor.
Shit. Ну чё там?
He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
Вампиризм.
I can't see. Yes. Yes. I have this, nurse. Allow me to finish the procedure alone. I need the room.
I'd prefer to stay and see this through. This is my patient, Doctor. I have needle and thread for stitching the wound.
Все. Ну ладно.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor.
Да. Давай.
Cardiac massage, now.
Cardiac... What? Are you making this up as you go along?
Ага. Чё, все, умер. Угу. Неправильно ответил.
We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
You're a butcher, sir. A sick and heartless butcher.
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
Угу. Убил пациента, блядь. Но я не врач.
I
Yeah,
doubt you're
now.
here to test my bedside manners.
Где правильно, где неправильно. Так, поговорить с Дороти.
I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
Вот именно.
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
But why Lady Ashbury? Why her, of all people?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man. He wouldn't have refused your friend's care at Pembroke.
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These people cannot go to the police, nor to the hospital. They don't even speak English. They depend on me for everything.
So, the end justifies the means. Is that your defense?
I know you're kind, Doctor. Just another fine-heeled, silver-spooned gentleman who was given the world on a platter. You know nothing of poverty. Nothing of the shame, the hunger, the loneliness.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
Listen very carefully, Dorothy. You will erase from your memory everything you pretend to know about Lady Ashbury and Pembroke Hospital.
Let that rich bitch off the hook over my dead
Nurse
body.
Crane, enough. Listen as if your life depended on every word. I know you've a generous heart who gives freely to those in need, but you shall walk away from the shadier streets of your business.
I will never abandon...
Dorothy, the discussion has come to a close. Your clandestine activities in the Resistance are over. Let it go.
I'll let it go. It's all gone.
Что такое? Ага, все понял. Что такое? Так, до больницы еще пилить. Хера себе. Так, тут кто-то приперся. Ну хорошо, поехали. Так, всем пока, с вами был